the stuff that I thought you might need for your little road trip as a surprise. Bye! My hand in the way.
This is... What? Is this booty? Dude! What?
So I thought I'd put it together for you.
You legend! Oh, guys. Right, okay, I'm not going to show you this because I've actually been telling Jill I was about to do a video which was what's in my surf kit. And this leads perfectly to what's in my surf kit. So let's get into that. What's on, you radically epic people? Hope you're all having a totally psyching day and you're basically getting up to something epic, maybe getting out there, getting salty, getting surfed up, or doing whatever you're doing in this world. Today's vlog is a little bit surfy, brah. As you seen a second ago, Jilly got me an epic surprise, which I'm going to show you what it is, but you've got to wait for it. It's coming up in the video. You'll see what's inside that box of goodies. There's multiple things in there, and it's all surf related. So if you're into surf stuff, into the ocean, into beach stuff, stick with me and let's have a look and see what is inside of my surf kit, and then we'll get into what's inside the surprise box. Let's do this. So it probably looks like a whole lot of craziness that we've got here on the table, but everything I've got here is what I carry in what I call my surf toolbox. This is a surf kit that I take on the road with me wherever I go, just so I've got the right bits and pieces with me, and it's something that might give you an idea, a few ideas what you've got. Comment down below, let us know if you're using any of the products, what you recommend, maybe something I should add to my surf kit. Be totally dope to hear what you guys have got to say about it. So what have I got in the surf kit? Well, let's start off with a few key things. Now, when you've got a surf kit, guys, obviously it's all about surf maintenance and looking after your board. So let's break down a few key things here that you definitely need in every surf kit. And I think number one thing you must have inside your surf kit is going to be this: solar res. If you've not used solar res before, basically it's when you ding your board, you can use solar res. You basically put it on to fill the cut, the gash, the ding, whatever, and basically it sets by the UV light of the sun. Totally epic stuff. So I've got some solar res inside of here. I'm going to take it out and put it on side. So I've got solar res. Next most important thing when you're a surfer, of course, is going to be your wax, and I've got a whole stack of wax here that we use. Obviously, wax is often put on in multiples of layers. I'll probably do a video on that at some point and show you some of you guys some of the different techniques that I use. But basically, you want to get a base coat in there, and then you want to get a top coat on there. But yeah, we'll cover that later on. I've got wax, I've got a stack of wax. I've got all kinds. I like sex wax, of course. I've got my tuners in here. I've got some. I like this actually, the FCS. From the fins. This is what they're called. That's really, really good. I've got that on my softboard, and that's really, really good stuff actually. I've got some, what's this? I've got some cool, got some West Country, surf wax. Never used it. It's a mini bar. I think I've got it like as a gift or something. It's been my surf kit for ages. And of course with waxes, you're going to need what I call de-waxer. De-waxing obviously helps you remove the wax, and with de-wax, obviously you're going to have a cloth. So the de-wax and the cloth go together. So when I give my board a nice fresh clean, I can get in there and give it a good old clean. So that's important. Of course, I've got the Mr. Zog's Sex Wax Comb. This is a comb, guys. If you're new to surfing, this is what we use to remove the gnarly wax and scrape it all off. The little spikes on there are used for putting grooves in the wax to give it a bit more, if you like, of an edge, so you can grip to it a bit better. But there's a wax comb kit. Now the wax comb kit itself, as you can see, there's loads of little chunks. Probably you end up with, if you're like me, you end up with loads of these little bad boys. I save them all, roll them into one big ball, and then reuse it again. Basically, it's a wax pot. You put your wax inside of there. There's your comb, simple as. Perfect little gift. If you're looking for a gift for a surfer, that is an epic little gift to have. So I've got a load of North Core classic head screws. I see a load, I've got 3 here, and these are for putting longboard fins into the longboard, and this is what keeps our fin in, basically a screw system for keeping the fin in there. And I've got like 3 inside of there, so I've got some spare ones, and I've got a small screwdriver set. This is just a little screwdriver set for taking the fins off. You can use any screwdriver set really, and basically the end just slots into that, and it's just a small diddy little thing. I can put it in my boardies or whatever like that, and I'm not too fussed about it getting wet and salty and looking gnarly or whatever. And yeah, it just kind of just folds and clips away and tighten things up when I want. Happy days. things such as maintenance and stuff like that, I think one other thing we should mention here, guys, is Black Witch. So Black Witch is definitely a must-have. So this is wetsuit repair, and it comes with a load of patches and stuff like that as well. So the amount of times I've got holes in gloves, wetsuits, things like this, and this little guy just stops that cold flush, getting the water in, like, oh, and then just spoiling your day, you know. So wetsuit repair, always a must for your tool bag. And as far as maintenance goes, that's pretty much all I've got in the way of maintaining them. Obviously you've got your board bags, things like that on top of it for protection or whatever, but that's about that. Now the other spare things I carry is mainly to do with the actual surfing itself. So let's have a look. Obviously I've got some FCS fins, spare fins in there. I've got some fin keys, just little bits and pieces. Fin keys are used to take the surfboards in and out if you never used them before. It's a small Allen key that goes into a hole and basically unscrews a grub screw, so you can remove your surf fins. Some surf fins have this option. So I'm about to change my fin out. Got this new fin by Coalition. I'm going to get that guy into the board and we're going to check it out now.
That fin, man.
The longboard fin has generally a Phillips head style bolt, which keeps that kind of fin in and kind of slots in place. These guys do a very similar kind of thing. There's a few different styles on the market, but that's definitely a winner. So I've got a bag of fins. Because I have multiple boards, I also have my Odyssey, which is amazing, by Catch Surf, and you've got the Odyssey fins here and the Odyssey fin key. They all live together, so they go on my soft top surfboard. So here's a sick montage from vlog 9.9 of the Odyssey soft top. Soft top is, guys, basically a soft top is a softer surfboard which we use generally in any condition really that you really want to. Christ, Jimmy Bryan takes them out of Waimea and Pipeline and all these other places. The dude just goes absolutely nuts on those boards, man. I'm telling you, if you've never seen Jimmy O'Brien, definitely go across to his channel, like and subscribe. If you've seen Jimmy O'Brien, comment down below, let us know what you think of his vlogs. I think they're absolutely amazing. And Jimmy O'Brien's probably a massive inspiration to why I wanted to vlog and why I started vlogging. Obviously I don't live in Hawaii, so I kind of bring that kind of surf content here, and I'm also not like a world famous surfer or anything, so that kind of blows. But what I do love is surfing, and yeah, man, I'll get the stoke of it. And actually, while I'm talking about this, I need you all to hit the like, go down below in the comments, right? And I've got a link to a dude, Middle Age Shred, right? All one word, there's no spaces, Middle Age Shred on YouTube, yeah? And he's a northern lad. I guess I speak him quite a bit on it, so shout out to you, bro. I don't know your name though, dude. I do not know you. I'm so sorry. But the dude, he comments quite a lot down below in the comments, and he's got his own YouTube, and I'd only found it the other day, and I tell you what it is, he needs a load more subscribers than what he's got. He's absolutely cool. For some reason you never see his face when he does his surfing, but it's just basically point of view, surf style, the music. Oh man, it's so good, it's so chilled, it's so mellow, it's just right, you can hear the wave. It's like, oh man, it's just like absolute surf porn. I tell you, man, it gets you in that mood, but for surf anyway, nothing else. But yeah, it is epic, so check him out, have a look. I'll leave a link down below, because when I searched for it I couldn't find it, so I will leave a link so you can find it, okay? Middle Age Shred. Dude is legendary, So I figured I couldn't talk about this dude without dropping some of his footage in. You gotta just check us out. I have edited it to keep it a bit short so you can check it out. Check out the full stuff on his main YouTube. And of course, leashes, you need a decent leash. Yeah man, leashes, you always need a spare leash. The amount of times I've snapped leashes, I tell you a test story quickly. I once was paddling out at Fistral, I was out back at Fistral having an epic day, and I was actually, believe it or not, I'd actually borrowed my ex's surfboard. It was a surf betty she had, and it was a pretty big day actually. It was pretty big. It was probably about head high, so 6 foot or so like that, and I dropped in on this wave and I just basically bit it, and the leash snapped. The leash that came with that board was like some sort of like, I don't know, it's NSP I think, and make them boards like pop out board, and the leash snapped, and it snapped right here on this point here where it swivels. So this is the bit that was called a rail saver, and the rail saver is what you attach to your board, and it hangs over the edge of the rail of the surfboard so you don't smash and ding your board on this kind of section here, and it snapped right in there, and basically the board got washed up on the beach, and I was way out back, way out back, and I had to paddle back in, and I pretty much, luckily for me, I could body surf, so I was body surfing the waves back in, but with some gnarly rips and stuff. I got through, got back into it, and I was like dying of breath and stuff. And at that point I used to smoke, and I tell you what it is, I quit smoking from that day and never picked up a tab since. People say you can't just quit smoking like that. I did. Dude, it nearly killed us. I couldn't even breathe properly, man. I was like, why the hell? I mean, I liked a bit of a spliff, I liked a bit of a smoke and stuff like that back in the day, and I never touched anything since. I just quit outright, boom, gone, done. And I did it because of my passion for the sport, for surfing. And I think if I didn't have that passion and want to do this, I probably would have found it difficult. But surfing for me has always been a positive, and that was one positive that came out of it. I quit smoking in one foul swoop and never touched a cigarette since. But leashes, you need a spare in case it snaps, and yeah, you don't want to mess up your day, so have a spare leash. So yeah, when it comes to us and surfing as people, obviously we need to take care of ourselves as well. When you're out there, obviously you need to use sun protection of some kind, some sort of SPF 15 at least minimum, just to give yourself some sort of surf block or whatever, get something on you. If I'm not using heavy like suntan lotion or whatever, because I don't want a white face, sometimes I do, but I do use Zinca. Zinca at the moment is really hard to get in the UK, and I don't know if it's because of coronavirus and the pandemics and stuff, but Zinca, man, this stuff here, I normally get it from places, different surf shops, Bude, anywhere really. And this here is, it's just basically, it's a coloured nose coat. So basically it's kind of like 90s. I love my 90s stuff. I've got multiple, I've got bright pink. If you tell by our logo, pink, blues, that's all my designs, not Jilly, it's kind of me. I love bright neon colours, and I just like it. It's like, it reminds me of being a Grom back in like the 80s and 90s, surf culture, things that give me a happy nostalgic feeling. Jamie O'Brien, that kind of bright craziness. I love that bright craziness. And this stuff here, I put on my nose, down underneath my eyes and stuff, and yeah, you can spot me a mile away in the lineup because I'm like the total kookiest kook surfer out there, and I don't give no damn. I'm just living life, just loving it. I don't care. So yeah, Zinca coat, this is a really good one. Protects your little nose in the sun. We have here some more Zinca. This is the clear lip balm, the Aloha. No, this is aloe vera one, and this here is just such a good. I think let's have a look. Yeah, it's watermelon, I think. Watermelon. Yeah, man. And this bad boy protects some lips. Nice. It's SPF 15 again, sunscreen, and it blocks the sun from burning up the lips so you don't get gnarly, chapped, scabby lips. This is where it's at. Get some of this inside your kit and you'll be a lifesaver, so definitely check that out. Next up we have the Northcore Surf Shields. I like these. There's many different ear ones you can put in, and I've lost them. Some of them I spent like £50 on, and I've lost them. I think these were like £15 or something like that. Now the only bugbear is that this old school version here comes with a redundant little clip that goes on the back, and on the back of your wetsuit it clips it on. That's well and truly got lost. Pretty much it just disconnects because the loop can't be closed. That connects, there's like this little loop, like a little U shape, and the cord runs through it, and the cord runs up and goes into your lugs. And basically my experience is that you lose it all the time. So, and yeah, these guys, that's it really. These guys are not even in there. I've got to show you that they're not even in there. I've lost them somewhere. I think they're in the top cupboard. But yeah, these are so important. So if you want to go out, you need a decent set of earplugs, even if it's just some cheapies. And I think I might have some inside here or not. I don't know, not inside of there. So basically I've got a multiple sets of earplugs. If you can't buy these, There's another brand out there that I like, which I use for swimming, which I've used in surfing, and they're absolutely amazing. And they are the Slazenger earplugs. They're a great set. I got them from Sports Direct for about £3. You can get them on eBay for about £5 or £6. And basically they just push in and they rotate down and they clip into your lug. And they're really, really good. Earplugs is vital. You're probably wondering yourself, why are earplugs vital? Listen, when you're in cold water, generally a lot of the time you can get really bad buildup of inside your ears, and it's not of wax or anything, it's actually a bone or crystallization that affects your ears, and it traps seawater behind over time, and you get mega ear infections. You've got to have it like drilled out and all the surgeries on it and stuff. It's really gnarly. From the day you start surfing, guys, do yourself a favor, just get some plugs, bang them in. I like this version because I can hear everybody. So like, it seems like I wouldn't wear a hood. I don't like hoods because I can't hear very well. But I've always been ignorant, and then I started getting ear infections. And you got to learn the hard way. Smells like surf. You've got to learn the hard way, and I learned the hard way, like, but luckily not the hardest way. Some guys out there really, really suffer. So get yourself some earplugs, get them in there. Doesn't matter when it is, summer, whatever. Summer's not too bad, but as soon as it starts getting like spring time, early summer, be using them. Summer, if you want to take them out, you can, depends where you're surfing. And then obviously autumn, all the way through winter, you need these in your lugs. Next up, we have our dry rope hanger. Obviously this one hangs on everything. There's multiple hangers out there. You've got, I think it's called Sea Monster now. It's got one out where like, you can put your boots and gloves and stuff on it. But pretty much I throw my wetty over here. I basically just hang my gloves, or like tie them together, hang them on here as well, my boots and stuff like that. And yeah, it just hangs on the van, just dries my stuff out. So a decent hanger with a carabiner, adjustable for hanging on things like that. That can take the weight of a wetsuit. And obviously that is a vital bit of kit. Now the next thing I've got here is just my GoPro mount. So I've got a series of GoPro mounts inside of here and fittings just for my GoPro, so I put on my board. And yeah, that is that. Then what we have here is what's called a Bulldog surf gear bag. It's a surf mat. As you can see there, it's got a hard side on one side, which you put on the outside of the ground, and you get changed on the inside of the mat. It's a big circle-like thing, and when you're finished, all your wetsuit, all your bits and pieces will be inside it. You grab it and you pull it tight, but then basically it creates a little sack kind of thing that you keep all your kit in until you get back and get changed. And it's stops you stand on the cold, horrible, nasty floor, and that's an epic bit of kit as well. Now the time you all been waiting for. If you stay tuned this long, guys, you are totally epic. I love you. Let's have a look what we've got in here. So Jilly said this is a brand new gift for me for our travels. I quickly peeked in, it looked pretty epic, and I'm going to show you now what's inside it. Let's see what's going on here. Boom! So what do we have, guys? Well, I'll tell you what we've got in here. We have some waxes. That base coat, sweet. So we've got Miss Palmer's surf wax in here. We've got the ultra sticky. Oh, we've got some tropical. There's trop in it. Looks like it is. Tropical, yeah, tropical water surf wax. Whoop whoop. Sweet. So that's to do with like base coats, top coats, things like that. Oh, check it out. Oh yes, I've literally just been telling you guys about this now. I hope this is, bear with me. Let's see if I can undo this one-handed. So far so good. These I think is the new version. So this is the new version, I think. It is, yes. Okay, so with this version, what they've done is they've got rid of that horrible little plastic thing on the back. Now they've got this thing that runs through it, and basically, yeah, I've got spare ones inside of there. Sweet. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's stoking mint. New black wedge. You always need some black wedge. So I've got a new one with the ones leaking. That's good. Nice. Okay, now I've been wanting one of these. So this here, guy, is a softboard mount to put your GoPro on the softboard. I'm going to bring you a video on how to fit these, and we're going to do that to the Odyssey, and we'll pop one of those guys in there. Oh, sweet. We've got some spare fin bolts. Oh, nice, the non-screwdriver versions. I wanted some of these. So the other ones you need a screwdriver to be able to put them on. These versions you don't, you can just turn your fingers on them. And this is, obviously you can see they've got the little thumb turn on them there. That is sick. And of course we've got some of this here. I can't say the name because believe it or not, that might class as a swear word. But yeah, you pretty much, it's called pee off. If you're unaware, the gimmick, the joke behind this is because surfers supposedly pee in their wetsuits. It's by Rip Curl, and basically, yeah, you just add 25ml of this, or 50ml actually times 2, to 10 litres of water, 2 or 3 minutes, and it's done. Fresh water, no rinse. You just soak it in there, and it gets rid of any kind of, if you do wee in your wetsuit or whatever like that, because some surfers do that, it takes out like I think there must be like ammonia or things that's inside a human pee. I haven't got a clue, but anyway, it's all good. Let's get some of that. And of course, Jilly got me. Oh, check this little guy out. That was on. Look at that. A wood. I think that's bamboo. I'm not sure, but surf comb. So this is for like wax again. Shout out to Jilly, who's amazing for getting me that. Let's have a look in here. So, okay guys, so basically, when I surf during the summer, this is the kind of booties I wear. I normally wear black ones, but blue ones will work just as good. They're just a summer bootie, and it just stops your feet getting caught on weaver fish, which sting and poison it. Like, well, no, they're venomous, they're not poisonous, venomous. Split toe, so I've still got that function when I'm popping up and stuff like that, so I can get a nice grip and stuff with everything. Yeah, love them. And they've got the pull on, back tab to make it easier on and off. Just make it a pleasure walking down to the beach, walking across rocks and stuff like that. Absolute pleasure. And that's what's inside of there, guys. Right, you epic people, I hope you enjoyed that. That is what's inside my surf kit. If you think there's something I should add, drop it down below. Let me know in the comments. Of course, remember to give us a like. It shows our video to more people. And of course, you can always subscribe. Please do that. And check out our main vlogs about van living, all about our van, our lifestyle, other things that we do as well. And yeah, till next time, guys, I'm going to say adios and shaka bra. Peace.